As a result of the GRC's boundaries, many HDB towns and planning areas in Singapore are fragmented among multiple GRCs, and by extension, town councils and CDCs. For example, Serangoon Town is divided between Marine Parade GRC, which is in Southeast CDC, Aljunied GRC, which is in Northeast CDC, and Ang Mo Kio GRC, which is in Central Singapore CDC. The EBRC has never explained the reason for drawing such peculiar boundaries. Such an arrangement can hardly foster a sense of community among local communities, which the PAP government has claimed is the purpose of the CDCs. It instead gives rise to suspicion among Singaporeans that the PAP is manipulating the GRC system for their political benefit. Secondly, because GRCs are larger, the demographic composition can be adjusted to ensure that the vote share for the ruling party in GRCs is less likely to deviate significantly from the vote share for the ruling party at the national level. This is unlike SMCs, where the smaller number of voters creates more opportunities for divergence in election results. Given our first-past-the-post voting system, where the winning party wins all the seats in a GRC, the GRC system magnifies the electoral advantages of the PAP. This is why there's a very high level of disproportionality in the translation of opposition votes to parliament seats in Singapore. In the last election, the opposition won 39% of the votes, but we only comprise 11% of the elected MPs in Parliament. This is due in a large part to the advantages that the GRC system provides for the PAP. From a democratic standpoint, the GRC system ought to be regarded as one of the most undesirable electoral rules in the world. It magnifies the seat share of PAP beyond its voting strength and creates opportunities for the manipulation of electoral boundaries for partisan purposes. Over time, it breeds cynicism and disillusion in our political system, as the views of the public are not properly reflected in the election results. Over the last 40 years, the PAP has won more than 2/3 of the votes only in the 2001 and 2015 general elections. Yet, throughout this time, it has controlled a parliamentary supermajority of 90% of the seats. In our system, any political party commanding more than 50% will be able to form a stable government. One with more than 67% of the seats, or 2/3 majority, will be able to amend the Constitution at will, and thus will be able to form a very strong government. The overwhelming PAP supermajority of 90% is thus not necessary for a strong government. The supermajority only makes it more difficult for the opposition to voice out the people's concerns adequately in the parliament. PAP supports the abolition of the GRC system to create a fairer and more representative parliament.